Hey guys, this is an interesting thing that I've come to learn in the last couple months. I was catapulted to really be serious about veganism, learn everything I need to know. And the funny thing is, that reality teaches you to become aware of how many people are not aligned to their core values. This is a big one. And how so many people try to justify what they think they're doing is correct. It's very interesting. And just feeling speechless in this moment because, looking back, I'm still like, wow. Being vegan can bring you a lot of awareness. And for the right reasons, not to, you know, achieve enlightenment, which actually you can when you're really fucking serious. Like, you're serious about more reasons than becoming enlightened. Come on, what? We're vegan. We're vegan because we don't want to keep adding to the suffering on this planet to animals. And it's such a mass scale that people really don't realize. It's even bigger than the Holocaust. And it's actually the most biggest generated karma on this planet. And people deem themselves as bigger because they have an ego and they're magical. And that's the spiritual ego, anyways. And this is the funny part. Like, ex-vegans who, are spiritual, their spiritual ego ends up harming these very core values. And it ends up, they end up sounding really dumb, their reasonings for going back on veganism, which is their core values. And trying to come up with a good explanation how the spiritual ego can be so harmful. Like, it's so sneaky too. It'll come up with an spiritual excuse to justify killing an animal. And usually this is a core value that people don't see. And for some reason, the spiritual ego gets so lost in spirituality, it feels like it's need to destroy its core values, which actually causes a lot of fragmentation and suffering in your life. Because we got to align to our core values. Mine is nature, and that is why I'm vegan. I value nature. I had to narrow it all down because, nature, animals is a part of nature, and I had to, really, think deeply about how it's connected. Why, people don't think deeply about these things. They go immediately, what about this? And it's like a diversion tactic, anyways. It's just like, no, 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 not what about this and what about that. You have a choice. And that choice is Am I going to continue to buy animal products? You can easily say no. That's it. And people believe like they're going to lose their taste, pleasure, fun. Sorry, a lot of these videos keep getting cut off. Anyways, I was talking about taste, pleasure, like that doesn't uh it's just there's a whole big reality that just like replaces it all without the harm. Look it all up. And if you want some real awesome scientific information, look up Earthling Ed on YouTube. There's so much information, yet, they're trying to debunk it because that, the meat and dairy industry, they want your money, dude. They don't care. And they like to keep people perpetuated stuck in their violence, like we're attracted to eating meat because we have unresolved violence within us. And we go for it and we actually make it grow. And we're actually not even able to process deeper emotions either. It completely blocks you off. As for me, I can't even touch any of these products anymore. They make me feel sick. Like, I remember 2 years ago, they gave me beans and it had pork in it. And I didn't know. I felt really sick. I was just like, yo, is there pork in this? And they're just like, yeah. And I was just like, what the hell? And I felt really sick. Like, for me, I had like processed so much trauma in my body. I got so much like energy in my body. I could feel what my body does not want. It's just like, yo, what the fuck is this? We actually don't want this. We never have. I was like, but part of me is like, thank God. Goodness. And honestly, I wish I had, like, went a little faster with it. Like, I started out with being a pescatarian, and then vegetarian, and then vegan. You don't need to go that slow. Just do all your research. Get some vitamins. Research all the vegetables. Like, oh man, this world has you focus on how much freaking fruits and vegetables we have, and just like a whole nother world, which is like even better because it's like the same stuff. And now like this is like a whole new other world, basically similar stuff but without the harm. And it's like more creative. Like, being vegan gets you to like think outside of the box and gets you to really have to look out for like things that is in potentially in things that has you become aware. It's a good awareness thing for sure. It's pretty incredible journey, and I'm really grateful. This video was not pre-planned. It's totally in the flow with just thoughts. So excuse me if it doesn't seem so organized. I don't pre-plan a lot of my videos. It's just not how this mind operates. And that's okay. It helps me be more in flow, which is great. I don't like having to like attach. resistance, stuff like that. Trust me, if you seriously follow all of your core values and stay true to them, you will see things so differently, and it will help you in awareness too, which is the funny part. Like, for real, it'll help you be seriously aware of things even more, and it makes it so much easier. And core values is like, I mean, like, it's like nothing to do with survival values. That's just like, I guess that's a topic I will have to figure out how to explain. But core values mean it's like tied into like your purpose, your soul, your awareness, what's really like deep in there that like you truly value. And you know on this journey it really helps you, like, oh, I've been in this value, and no matter what I experience, I'm pretty satisfied because I'm following this value. That's a good example. And versus somebody like thinks they value smoking a cigarette and they're just fucking miserable, it's not a core value. Yeah, that's how I would explain it, at least for now. And another thing is, we gotta look at our inner hypocrite. Because, like, yeah, we gotta look at this inner hypocrisy that we all have inside of each other. And it's not that we're being a hypocrite on purpose, it's just ignorance.
Like dogs and cats deserve to be treated like family, whilst also being proud to force equally as intelligent animals and morally relevant animals to a life of abject suffering and a violent and premature death for an unnecessary reason. Proud to value a temporary sensory pleasure over the life, suffering, and death of thousands and thousands of animals. Proud to force less fortunate human beings than yourself to perform horrific, traumatizing work. Proud to be an oppressor. And if you have kids, or maybe planning on having some kids, proud to not be partaking in what's scientifically proven to be the most powerful action that one can take to protect their future. What exactly is there to be proud about?
And for some reason, like, that guy was responding to somebody, they're proud to eat meat, which is like the it comes from a pattern of, I'm a man, I'm proud to eat meat because it makes me look like a man. I'm sorry, dude, that's not the truth. That's the broken masculine. Like, a real masculine protects and is not an oppressor. It's quite literally survival mode. And it's really not necessary to be feeding into that reality of, like, exploitation of animals. It's not. Like, do your research, learn like very deeply about what they're doing in the oceans. It's pretty bad. Like, the ocean, you know, we're gonna go extinct as human beings if we don't change. Like, we can't keep being in this survival mindset. We have to change. We have to know that we can change. We have to remember that We have a choice. We all have a choice. Remember, you have a choice. Don't eat animals, dude. That's it. Do all the research for you to start going on this, journey of being vegan and, looking out for the planet. You'll feel so much better. And don't let anybody discourage you, try to trick you. There's a lot of egos out there will try to like bait you back. If this feels right for you, do it. Some people still have to learn, which sucks. It is what it is. And some people are just like, some people are like, oh, wow, thank you so much for reminding me about this. I've been wanting to do some changes like this for years. Or, you just generally fucking love animals and you're just like, what am I doing? I don't want this. I'm a hypocrite. I say one thing and do the other. That's not alignment. Sorry. You just, and no one's perfect, but this is the most perfect choice you can do. That is the one you have control over, is what you put in your mouth. Thank you for watching.